I'm Amanda, and I am a sewer for MADI Makes. I grew up in Butler, Missouri. I didn't go to high school. I dropped out in 9th grade. So I got kicked out for skipping school. And then I got pregnant and just never went back. My fiance, we were together from when I was 15 years old, up until 20 whenever he passed away. He started using pills, and that just was a big downslide. I started using with him because I wanted to share that with him because he loved it so much. It went downhill quickly, and then he overdosed. After he passed away, I just kind of lost myself for a really long time. I was probably 14, 13 years old, and whenever I went there to the treatment the first time, rehab, people were talking about, oh, this is ecstasy, and I learned about other things, and then while I was in rehab, I'm like, I'm gonna try that. I want to try that. I started meth at 13, 14 years old. I didn't know what it was. I knew that my mom was on that meth, and I knew that I never wanted to do it because I didn't want to do what my mom did to us. I had the mindset back then that I don't think I wanted to deal with reality. I was pregnant with Axel. About 6 months pregnant is whenever I decided I'm not going to do this anymore. So I stopped, and I stopped for a while. I had him. There was no drugs in his system. I got to take him home from the hospital. And then my sister died. After that, I just gave Axel to my dad, went out there and for about 6 or 7 more months and just fucked her. Pardon my language. Screwed everything off. I was staying at my cousin's house, which was my little sister that passed away, her best friend, which they were really close growing up and all that. He was doing that heroin, and I was trying to feed him meth to get him off of the heroin. I ran out of everything, so I went to go get more whatever, and 3 days later I got the message that his mom had found him in his bed, overdosed. And at his funeral, I was looking around at everybody that was there, and I didn't see one face that you could tell that they were messed up on something, And seeing him in the casket was a big eye-opener for me. I know down that road is nothing but death for me, and I don't want that for my kids. I called my dad and told him that I didn't want to do it anymore, that I wanted to go through rehab and I wanted to have Axel back. And I remember being on my hands and knees, praying to God, please take this away from me. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore, please. I had to wait to get into rehab, and it sucked because I wanted to get in there right then and there, but I couldn't. When people move into Amethyst Place, they don't want to move out, so it takes a while. It took me 6 months to get in there. I have graduated the Amethyst Place side, so now I'm alumni. Now I feel like I am humble. I know what it's like to be where I was. Where before then I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna lose Dustin, I'm gonna lose my sister. I had nothing. Whenever I first got clean, I had nothing. I was wearing my dad's clothes, I was wearing some of my dad's clothes and stuff, and then just thinking about just a simple pair of underwear, how that made me feel at that time. The MADI Makes program is very helpful for women like me in recovery and have a background of addiction or homelessness. They're very flexible with me, and I'm also going to school right now, and they work with me around the school hours. That way I can get some school into college, and if anything happens with Axel's, my son's daycare or whatever, and they are very flexible with me, and it helps out a lot being a single mother doing it on my own. My goals now is like, I really want to go on vacation sometime, and I want to build up to that because I want to take Axel out on a vacation. Like, growing up, I didn't ever get to go out of state somewhere, and I'd like to take Axel to the ocean for his first time, you know, because I can remember wishing I could have went to the ocean before, and I know how that would have made me feel. So I want to do something great for him and for me too.
Amanda's life has not been an easy one, and she faces a lot of challenges, but she really has turned that difficult life into a higher purpose. And I see it most in her interaction with Axel, her son. She is such a good mother. She has a lot of strength through her adversity, and I'm really proud to be on this journey with her.